Hi everyone, Milka again. Milka Busoha Bonsirite Mahlangu. I haven't done recording for a long time, and I am happy. I am happy that I'm here. And what brings me here again to do this recording, when you have something that is put in you, when you have something, that you know that it works, and you are that person who shares, you are that person who wants to assist, and I am here just to do my part. What brings me here is to motivate someone. I have life coaching skills, I have counseling skills, I'm a third year psychology student, and I want to keep on doing coaching, because for me to coach somebody to realize who they are, to realize where they come from, their formation from their DNA. Biology talks about alleles. The allele gene, they are responsible for personality formation. We're almost the same as human beings, but there are those genes, the pair of genes that would have mutation here and there to give us a particular personality that talks to our wiring. What we have a responsibility is to truly find out how we are wired from mother and father, but also take knowledge from literature. People have written their stories. We have the Bible, people have Qurans, people have religions that they refer from. It is all literature. Now, when it's literature, you need to interpret it. That is it a historical story of something that happened at a particular epitome, or is it something that comes, from within? Somebody's intuition, somebody's spirit was guided. There are many types of writing. So we need to find out what type of writing was it, so that we would be able also to differentiate the type of writing. Are you influenced? Is it a story of somebody? And is the wisdom in the story, like in the book of Psalms and the book of Proverbs, is one of the writings that Kretzmer refers to as the writing of wisdom. And there is much wisdom in there. And you can see that some of the narrative that has happened, many years back, they repeat themselves today, because of human beings are the same. We exist at the same level at times, and at times we're not existing at the same level. And that's why some people have come with the concept of timing, that you have to have timing, you have to read between the lines, you have to have good interpretation. And I have been saying that we have domains that we need to understand: our spirituality, our finances, our physical being, our mental capacity, our social responsibility, our career. Those 7 dynamics, we really need to know them. We need to see them with our eyes. We need to know how it feels when we are in our element of a particular domain or area of life. Life is a game. We have to know, what to give at what time, how to play it. Consider words. Words have meanings, and words are powerful. You have to know how to use them. That's why you have to, categorize them in where they need to exist. Those domains, if you align a vocabulary for them, you will build your domains in that area. But we are complex, the long and the short of our existence. And in being complex, we need to have interest in our life. When you have interest in your life, you will take care of your soul, your quality of life, and the dimension of experiences of life and yourself as a human being will be much better. Unlike when you second guess things, you don't know when, you don't know how, you take chances, you will quickly be despondent, you will be definitely discouraged, and you will have fear, dread, extreme fear in you to do things. So for me, it's about acquiring knowledge. For me, it's about organizing yourself to where you want to be and reorganizing over and over again. I had said that I have a psychological knowledge, as in skills, as in coaching, as in giving counseling, and I will choose how I want to use it. One thing that is for sure with me, I have adopted to study all my life because of I know what acquiring knowledge does for me. It just puts me at another level. It just does it for me to reach that high level of existence. It gives me that, feeling of understanding, feelings, it's like there's interpretation in me. I get so enlightened about human beings and where people are at different stages. And that's why I would want to encourage everyone from time to time to have interest in your life, but to make space to reflect, to make space, to think of who you are. Are you an anti-social person? Are you oppressive? Are you a hater? Are you a social being? Are you here to embrace other people, to help them, where you think they could need assistance as well? I am about that. I want to make an invitation to say that, talk to me, when you're not happy. Talk to me when things are not going according to what you thought they would be. I think what is best is that you plan and you work on your plan, implement your plan, and have your year-long goals. Like for studying, for me, I know that at the end of the year, I was preparing for exams and I knew that I wanted distinctions. And I would get 1 or 2 distinctions, throughout my first degree as well. And I would pass in a manner that I would pass my other certificates of coaching and counseling. But I was intentional 2021. Like, what? With the time that I have, I want 4 distinctions, and I got 4 distinctions. I want to make an invitation to people who are young to encourage them to stay their development. Some people have taken chances and not developed themselves fully. And there's a price to pay when you haven't developed yourself fully. You are likely not to have relationships. You are likely not to, understand domains of money. You will be a beggar. But the most painful thing when you're not preparing yourself, you will not have knowledge. You will not have vocabulary to defend yourself, because we naturally defend ourselves, according to Fred Sigmund. I agree with Sigmund that human beings do have defenses, and we will talk about defenses on another day. There's so much to talk about on the field of the psyche. The psyche travels, what motivates our behavior. There is so much to talk about, but I'm going to take chunks, of the elephant, human being, human behavior, that we are going to talk about and put things into context. There's a lot to do. My invitation is that the earliest you would realize that you don't have a flow, you don't know how to put goals, you don't know how to achieve goals for yourself, I have an invitation. I'm studying. I'm not going to stop anytime to study. It's something that I love. I have particular methods of studying and it's working for me. So I want to help people realize themselves where they are in life, in the hardships, in the difficulties that exist in our life, in our spaces, that our soul go through, when the soul, the personal soul interacts with the world soul where we exist, the earthly soul where we exist. We need to know how to deal with ourselves and how to deal with one another from our home into our society so that we enjoy life. We go through this life awake. We have to wake up. I invite you to talk to me. I do coaching professionally, and you're welcome to hear from me. And please share, please like, please subscribe, so that we improve ourselves and our community to come and exist at a higher level in our majority. It is said that 2% of the world, the universe population are successful, and 98 to 99% people are not successful. It's really up to us. It's really up to us to improve our lives. I think it is our sole responsibility. Live life in the best way. I also know that people around me, I encourage them to live their best life. Not worrying about this and that, making an effort to understand. One of my early recordings is that I come from a background where there was no resources. That is definable as poverty. And it didn't bother me that I've come from that background, but all that I have known for myself and my life is that I have to do something about my life. And I have been doing something. I have been doing year in, year out for many years. And where I am, I believe that I can. I believe that I have strategy. I believe that what has worked for me, thanks God that I am conscious. I'm aware. I'm not that person who doesn't know how what came about in my life, and I can create again, what I have created or what I want to create. And let us integrate our existence of domains. Let us integrate, our ways of living, have knowledge, have certainty, be able to duplicate. That's all that I want to see people doing, so that we enjoy life. The two types of personality, whether you are an antisocial or a socialist, whether you have good behavior or you have abnormal behavior, belong. Who are you? Show us who you are so that we know how to treat you as well. Thank you.